I was going to say all right, but I always say all right, so I'm definitely not saying all right. Hello, Drew. How goes it?
I heard it. I heard it.
Liar.
I don't know if I'm really a liar, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But we're here. I'm over this way. You're over that way. Thankfully, social distancing at its finest. But
Yep, yep, yep.
yeah, ready to get these races done today.
Yep, yep, yep. All right, there we go. Sorry. The stinking Windows update has destroyed everything I love on the audio side, and I
Love it.
am trying so hard to get my. There's my earphones, and there's my microphone. All right, cool. I know I have controls that are terribly misused. I understand. Let's let everybody take a peek at what I'm looking at. It has definitely not been Miller Park next to the wall. Oh, the stream didn't catch it, so it didn't happen. All right, cool. They're on board with PPK. I move my cup here. Mr. Kyle Foster. Is this a Kodiak car? What? Go back to that. Yeah, no, Kodak. That's what I meant. Kodak film. That's cool. Got some neat paint schemes on that. Neat little Chevy he's got there. Cool stuff. All right. Well, and to get my voice queued up here, let everyone know I'm here, and then we gotta make a camera, Drew. Isn't that exciting?
I love the camera angles that we use. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
I'm down for it.
All right, cool. Race control. Mic check.
Roger, Roger.
Sick. Dylan, I did not hear anything from you, but Will, I heard you loud and clear. I cut Ben off. It's already a good stream. I gotta stop bashing on him. It's early. I've already dug him twice. I'm done. No more Ben bashing. Ben's a good guy.
Ben, I'll let you know if I see this Mike guy.
I want to scream. All right. All right. You can't see what I'm looking at, so I'm gonna pull this up so you have a reference. Drew has other obligations tonight as well, as he will be taking care of the trucks first playoff race tonight. Correct, Drew, for Downshift?
It is the start of the playoffs tonight.
Cool. Where are they racing? That's invigorating. Where are they racing, Drew?
Sorry, I was talking to guys over on the race control side
Oh,
of
wait, are you
things,
doing your
and
job? That's terrible.
I am.
Unbelievable.
They are at Richmond this
Ooh,
week.
very nice.
I know you love that track. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I like me some Richmond. I mean, Junior liked Richmond. I like Richmond, you know?
Exactly.
So we'll make this a fixed cam. We'll make this a static cam. And then we'll do some FOV wizardry. Oh, yeah, we got to spin this baby around. There we go. Turn the mic gain down just a wee bit.
Mike check.
There you go. Got you, Dylan.
All right, thanks. I had to change my input.
Oh, that Windows update gets you too. Gosh darn audio wizards messing with my stuff. All right. And we'll back. I need you to come this way a wee bit. And then I need some more Z in my life because I want to get further away. It's good to use the Z offset more so than the field of view messy thingy, because field of view is going to give you some fancy schmancy distortion, which no one wants. No one likes distortion. Unless that's what you're going for, in which case, do you? But it's not usually the thing we're trying to accomplish here. All right, so I need you to look up now. How do I do that? How do I get you to look up? I want you to look up. Which control does that? Drew. Oh, there we go. How's that?
Oh yeah, I love it, and Concord as well. Concord is something.
Concord's another tricky triangle. I'm sorry, I am
It is.
infatuated with my
It is.
lack of liking this camera angle right now. I hate it. I hate it so much. I need to fix it. Oh God! What just? Oh. The car I was using to set my camera angle went to scenic and murdered my camera angling. Kyle, you're not allowed to get out of your car until I'm done messing with my camera angles. Did you read the rules? It's in the rule book. Come on, man. I'm kidding. All right. We're gonna call that one good enough, as they call it in some profession. I have no idea. There it is. The lesser-known tricky triangle. Concord. Gosh, Concord's such a fun track. I am a bit jealous tonight, these guys running around here. I was jealous at USA last week as well, but yeah, I'm jealous again here. This is a neat track. Very neat track. What we got for drivers tonight so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11. I'm just sneaking over the double-digit mark with 11. Is not bad.
Not bad at all.
Coming down to the final few weeks here, we've only got, I think, 3 weeks left, Drew, including this week, 6, 7, and 8. If I can count, I'm running out of fingers, but this will be.
Gotta get you more fingers, Ben.
I know. Yeah. All right. Well, we only got a few minutes left before the driver's briefing, but let's go through the field here. I've been using Kyle Foster Moore's camera angle here, so let's talk about him a little bit. I'd like to pull up some stats. I don't have SimRacer Hub in front of me. Oh, good save, Kyle. I've noticed Kyle's kind of got this I don't know if it's like a technique you want to call it or whatever, but he always seems to show up towards the end of the race in a position to finish very well. He's done that a couple weeks in a row now, and it's very impressive. And I'm wondering if this is going to be another one of those weeks, as you already see him. Just saw, 40 laps into practice here, so he's putting them in. He's just putting his work in. Helped me set my camera angle, so he was definitely putting work in.
Definitely. I mean, the past couple weeks that we've seen him, he's been running high with the top end. So there's been a couple of instances where he's had some issues, whether by himself or he gets into a tricky situation and it kind of just puts him awry, gets unlucky. But no, this time around, he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with, no question.
Yeah, I definitely see somebody like him running for a possible championship next season, as he was one of our mid-season joiners this year, so or this season, I should say. So if we can get him to come back next season, I bet he'll be a full force, scary dude. Words. Yeah.
All the words.
Yeah. Who else do we got here? Let's check
out. We like words.
Got Mr. Austin Leach sitting on pit road. PPK coming out on the track. He had a interesting week last week. I think he hit everything but the pace car last week, Drew. I don't. But he still managed to finish, I think, halfway decent. I'm trying to piece together in my head just a lot of concussions. I don't know. Lots of collisions.
A lot of concussions.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly 5. Speaking of 5, one moment, please. Gentlemen, driver's briefing in 5 minutes in the Discord. Driver's briefing in 5 minutes.
I made that same announcement to my drivers, so.
Would you look at that? Look at us doing our jobs. Oh, jeez. But no, I'm looking for Parker to be on good form here. He's about mid-pack currently, but there's not a huge spread in the field right now, so definitely can't complain. Lots of 17.4s there at the mid-pack, 17.3s. William White setting his 17.2 blazing fast. And we fall off towards the back with Ben Miller at a 17.5, along with Kyle Foster. Will Remp at a 17.8, and then Dylan McIntosh at an 18.2. Dylan, actually, let me see if I can pull him up here in the pink ride. Oh my goodness, Kyle! Oh gosh, that was timing. Oh man. Hold those brakes, buddy.
Timing is a thing, yes.
There you go. That was handled well. Good job. I liked it. I mean, sucked, but asset recovery was not bad. So Dylan
Absolutely.
is, oh gosh, I hear more spinning. Oh, geez. Dylan is our newest member of the Street Stock gang here. He actually joined sometime between USA last week and today, and is looking to get his feet wet with some league racing. It'd be interesting to see how he does in a league setting. He, first indications, I mean, I've only chatted with him a little bit, but he seems like a great guy. Just looking to maybe get out of some of the chaos of uh, the official races, which, I mean, don't we all, right?
Exactly.
And yeah, as he may have picked up a black flag for exiting pit road unsafely there. It's a different track. It's not on the rookie schedule, and some of the pits on some of these other tracks get really dicey. So it's not that hard to do something like that for sure. Mr. Brandon Ritchie sitting in pit road with Mountain Dew Ride and Ben Miller, engine intact. Should we ask him? Do you think his engine's in a good spot?
You should ask him.
Okay. I'm not gonna, because I'm gonna not pick on him more, but you know what? It was a good idea. Um, let's see, who else do we got here? We got Mr. Kerry Brooks. I think our points leader still. Yeah?
Yeah, he's been up there, man. He's been up there, no question.
I gotta pull a schedule or some sort of assets in front of me or something, man. Holy, there we go. All right, so yeah, this is, let's see here. Yeah, so Will is in 6th. That's right. Okay, so Kerry Brooks currently leading the points with Sheriff. Close behind him in 2nd, and Thornton Thomas in 3rd. Although unfortunately, with Thornton's work schedule, he is not going to be able to compete in any more races this season. So unfortunately, we have a podium spot driver that's going to be dropping out for the rest of the season. That's quite the bummer, but we should see him tomorrow night in the ARCA race.
Yeah.
At Bristol. There's a track.
Bristol is always great for
Yeah.
ARCA. Especially last season, we had a great fight towards the end as well.
Yeah, Bristol's a great
for
track.
For second place, not necessarily the win, but either way, Jimmy Hayden had a handful in terms of a battle for second place, which is unlike him, especially of last season. So
yeah, absolutely. Well,
Bristol always brings the excitement. So
yes, it does. Well, you see what time it is, Drew. It is time for us to do more of our job. So
indeed.
I'm going to go do that, and then I'll meet you back in here where we can chat more collaboratively, and you can keep me informed on all things truck-related.
Sounds great.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you in a couple. All right. So we're going to head over here to the Discord and watch a bunch of people crash in the background for our entertainment. Good Lord.
All right. That's fine. We had to pit anyway.
He's not wrong. It is time for the driver's briefing. Drivers, everybody bring the hot rods in, and let's get this briefing started so I can get you into qualifying. Oh boy, Sheriff. All right, so here is my quick check of making sure all of my chickens are in order here. How many drivers do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 drivers, and I have 11 audience members. Now I have 12 audience members. That's interesting. Oh, Mr. Chris Dowden is hanging out with us. Alrighty. Sounds good. All right, gentlemen. We are here. It is week 6. I am trying to form words right now, and they're just not happening, so nothing different from the norm. Welcome to Concord, everyone's favorite free version of the Tricky Triangle. Smaller track. We had an absolute blast of a race here last season, and I'm hoping that we can deliver again this season. And so far, the field looks pretty tight, so I'm excited. Everybody's kind of within that 18.2 to 17.2 range. Whole field's within a second, so that's pretty great for a spread of 11 drivers, I would say. Trying to think. So we've got the down and dirty. After this driver's briefing, we'll advance to a 5-minute 2-lap qualifying session. and then we will head over to our race, which is 120 laps. You have 4 sets of tires, including the ones that are going to be attached to your car at the drop of the green flag of the race. So 3 additional sets. And we are 100% running full course cautions if they are necessary. I have iRacing manning those calls for the most part. If I see something that iRacing is just clearly missing, I will step in and throw one myself, but usually iRacing does a pretty darn good job themselves, so I don't think I will have to do that. I'm hoping I won't have to do that. Trying to think of what else needs to be said. I think everybody here pretty much knows how it goes. Pit exit or pit entry and pit exit seems to be pretty self-explanatory here. There's a wall that definitely will help you if you can't decide on how you're going to take it. Just watch your speeds. Lots of collisions last season came out of turn, I'm going to call it turn 3. I think iRacing calls it a 4-turn track, but I'm going to call it the last turn. So coming to the start-finish line, lots of contact with the wall happened there. So if you happen to be too wide and you're on the inside, you know, the guy on the outside would probably really appreciate you not stuffing him into the wall, since he's probably already halfway bound for it himself. And I believe one of those collisions may or may not have caused a car to flip last season. So let's hopefully we don't see that again, but it was funny and he ended up being able to finish the race. So that's always good. And Dylan, I know you're kind of the new guy here, so if you have any questions, you can push the raise hand function there on the bottom of the chat in Discord, and it'll put a hand symbol next to your name, like the one going on and off next to Sheriff's, like a neon light. And you can come up here and ask any questions that you have, anything that doesn't make sense, anything that isn't self-explanatory. I'm going to go over the warning system really quick, and then I will answer any questions that anybody has. So the warning system, most of you guys know it, but we have a 2 warning system built in outside of incident limits and whatnot that iRacing already imposes. So it's 25 incident limit to your first penalty. You will get a drive-through penalty, and then every 10 incidents after that 25, you'll be getting drive-through penalties. Now, warnings, specifically for cautions. If an incident occurs on the track that causes a caution, the incident will be reviewed, and the driver found to be at fault at the cause of the caution. So if Kerry Brooks and Ben Miller are going into turn 1, and Kerry totally forgets how his brakes function and rear ends Ben and spins him into turn 1, and the caution comes out, I would issue a warning to Kerry for rear ending Ben. And if it was his first warning, he would get an EOL penalty, meaning he'd be moved to the last of the line. And if it was his second warning, he would be parked for the race. So 2 warning system. Tries to encourage you guys not to get too crazy, at least until the end, because we have 120 laps. So that's a thing. And that's honestly all I can think of. So, Sheriff, if you have an actual question, keep the hand up. If you don't do that. And Dylan, since you have your hand raised, I will go ahead and bring you up here, sir. And let's chat. I think that worked. All right, you're up here.
Yep.
Hello.
Yeah, hey, thanks. I just want to say, thanks for letting me race with you guys today. If you do come up on me, I will gladly let you by. I'm still kind of learning this track, so just be patient with me, and I'll try to do my best to not be a cause of any accidents. But I really don't have any questions. I've kind of read all the rules and everything, but I just wanted to say, thanks for having me, and I will get out of the way. I probably won't be competing for top place, and I just like to get some runs in with you, this guy, so next season I can actually try to be a competitor. So.
Absolutely. Well, that's a great attitude to have, and you've already got me with you read the rule book, so I'm already pretty impressed with you, to be honest. So, all
right, thanks.
So cool, very cool. Yes, and there's always folks that have a tough time with certain tracks. It rotates. Sometimes somebody's really fast one week and they struggle the next, or just trying to get it figured out. Just give each other space. These guys have been probably one of the cleanest street stock bunches I've had. In and since we've been doing this, since I think this is our 3rd season now. So I don't think you'll have any issues with that. And then obviously when the leaders come by, that's where it's good to have your audio communication working. So when the leader comes through and they say, hey, I want the bottom, you just, roll to the top and let them by if that's what you want to do. No blue flags in oval racing, really. I mean, it's there. It's a suggestion, but you are not required to get out of the way. It's just that when the bumper gets used, if you've been there for too long, you know why. So, but that's how we take care of things around here. We have fenders and we use them. All right, Mr. Parker, let me go ahead and bring you up here if I can choose the right buttons to push in the right order. There we go.
All right.
Hello.
So, 1, I think you have great words. I don't think you should put yourself down. And 2, the warnings, right?
Mhm.
So they carry over. So if you're on one, the next one is not. If you get one in a race, you are parked, right?
No, so every race you lose a warning, right? So if you got 1 warning last week, this week you start with 0 like everybody else. It's only if you got 2 warnings in a specific week that one of them would carry over into the next. And so nobody had any 2 warnings. Nobody got parked last week, so everybody starts with 0 this week.
Okay.
Yep. So no special cases there.
Neato. That was my
Right.
only question.
Perfect. All right, cool. I'm glad I could answer that without too much trouble. Cool. All right, I don't see any more questions. I'll give you guys another 5 seconds to put a hand up if you have one. And then if nobody does, we'll move on. I'm missing all of these messages here in chat. Oh, geez. Bold of you to assume I'd be close to Carey because I am slow. Hey, he can lap you, so that's a thing. And Sheriff being very wholesome. Thank you. I don't know what the but you are thing is. I'll figure it out later. I'm streaming this hot pile of a stream on my personal channel from the race control perspective with all of the iRacing overlays and the yellow configure control button on the top there to make it look super realistic and everything. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll post a video link in self promo here as we get into qualifying so you guys can check it out after the race, or I hope you're not watching during. Please don't multitask. Texting and driving is not a good thing. Neither is YouTubing and driving. So I don't see any more questions, so I'm going to go ahead and advance the session. You guys may leave the Discord, hop into your rigs in the sim, and get going for qualifying. Good luck, guys. Thank you. And we're back with Drew. What's up?
I'll be here.
All right. Let me get my streaming up here. I'm going to put this here, and then I'm going to ask you all of these drivers. Oh boy, excuse me. Sorry,
Yeah.
I've got some burping there. Who would you like to watch qualify? Quickly though, they're starting.
What?
Who would you like to watch qualify?
Let's go with William White.
All right.
Someone we haven't seen too often.
Yeah.
Except up in the front, you know?
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't see him too often because it's very hard to see him because he's so fast. He's just a blur. All right, so that was his
one
first...
last week at Lime Rock.
Yep. Oh, geez. Hi, iRacing. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, boy. I'm going to have to ask you to have a glass of don't do that, please. That can go away. All right, his first lap was a 17.4 as he takes turn 1 into the next lap here. Looking really good in that Petty 43. Absolutely amazing car. I might be biased, but I watch NASCAR, so, you know. And he ends it off with a 17.357. We take a look at the results, and Gary Brooks has done it again. Oh, my goodness. Just when you think Williams got it all wrapped up, he runs a 17.2. Oh, my goodness. And Harrison Ellis knocks Carey off with a 17.319. Oh, that is 2 100ths of a second. 10th, 100th, yeah, math. 2 2/100ths of a second difference between their lap times. No, it's 2/1000ths, right? Yeah. 319, 321.
Two
2/1000ths.
1,000s. Yep.
Wow.
2 1,000s.
That's impressive.
That is real close. Wow.
It is. All right. Well,
That is real close.
Parker's our default here because he is the only one on the track currently. He just logged his first lap at a 17:5.76. I have still not gotten my YouTube link sorted out yet because I'm really good at what I'm doing. Holy Christmas.
Happens to the best of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and me, by the way. Best of us and me. All right.
You are included in that, believe it or not. Parker Patrick Kelly, though.
Since when?
PPK.
PPK?
Well, you're streaming this, aren't you?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Gosh darn right.
There you go.
All right. I have grabbed the link. The link is grabbed. The self-promo channel is being hunted for in the Downshift server.
There you go.
There it is. The pasting is happening.
Though.
You're asking.
I'm gonna ask though, what's your favorite part about Concord?
What's my favorite part about Concord?
Yeah, what's your favorite part about just Concord itself, Concord the race that we do?
Man. That's a tough one. I think it's kind of lame, but I think it's the fact that it's on iRacing so that I learned about it because I didn't know it existed up until I saw it on iRacing, and it's awesome. It's this neat little high momentum, tightly packed triangle, and it's just so cool. Like it's just
it really is.
It's so neat.
I enjoy the layout of it for sure. It is unique in its own right.
It is. All right, we're gonna advance really quick. Don't mean to cut you off. All right, drivers, looks like everybody's logged their times, so we'll go ahead and advance to the race session for you.
Can you hold on just a minute?
I absolutely can. I can hold on for exactly 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Might need to go to the restroom from what
IRL pit stops
You know,
are
what's
a
kind
thing.
of funny is I've been, I guess, using the driving line as a crutch, so I have no idea when to brake and accelerate anymore. So that's why I'm about a half a second slower what I have been doing.
Yep, nope, that's a thing. We have them turned off for the race, and fortunately, unfortunately, however you want to look at it. But I think you'll figure it out. You'll get your flow. Just, if you're too fast, you're going to overshoot the corner, and you're too slow, you're going to find that your turning in is going to lead you more towards the apron. Hopefully starting behind some other cars might give you a good idea of what speed to hold at the beginning, but you're just here for practice, so get that. Do your thing, man. Nobody's expecting anything out of you except for you to have fun. So if you're here doing that, that's all we care about. All right. I don't know why I'm so stuffy. Like allergies are starting to set in, and it's like I'm fighting to talk and breathe at the same time.
Holy crap, I cannot hear anything with these trucks going on in the background. Wow.
Yeah, it's almost like, iRacing. It's almost, sorry, Discord exploded.
Very loud.
This Discord exploded on me. I tried to grab the thing, and it was, yeah.
It does happen. It
Yep.
does happen indeed.
Nope, it did. Can confirm the explosion was a thing. All right, can we not? There we go. OBS is like, oh, why do you have like a black border around it? Are you stupid? And I'm like, yes, but that's not why. Okay.
OBS loves to play with us.
So we'll take a look at these starting order here while we wait for the pace car to take us around for our 2 parade laps before the green. So Harrison Ellis taking P1 away from Kerry Brooks, who took it away from William White with a 17.319. Kerry with a 17.321. William White with a 17.357, and that ends our 17.3s. Our 2 17.4s of Randall Sheriff with a .462, and Parker Patrick Kelly with a 4.86. Then on to the 5s. Ben Miller with a 17.513 in 6th. Brandon Ritchie with a 17.526 in 7th. Austin Leach with a 17.584 in 8th. Kyle Foster Moore with a 17.714 in 9th. William Remp with a 17.785 in 10th. And then Mr. Dylan M. McIntosh with an 18.327 in 11th. So, still though, I mean, within a second of the guys running their fastest laps there, and that's qualifying too. Qualifying doesn't mean a darn thing. So, But Drew mentioned, he was funny. He's like, "Yeah, I don't have my driving line anymore," and I was like, "Oh, that Drew. He gets rid of the driving line. What a stinker." So we'll go on board here with these guys. At first, let me make sure. Yeah, I'm still streaming the race control. Okay. We'll ride on board with these guys. For this, one more announcement here. Just also to note as well before you guys go green, if anybody gets any black flags that they're not sure about or don't agree with or whatever, please ask me. There's a possibility it could have been some sort of error or glitch with iRacing that I can clear for you. But if you run 3 laps with a black flag, you will be disqualified, so don't do that. Good luck, guys.
Definitely would not recommend.
Nope. I don't know. Is this
It's
the
been
first
tried
time?
before. It doesn't end well.
This is the
Green
first time,
flag,
and we're
green
green.
flag.
Is this the first time this season Harrison started from the pole? I think it is. We'll go ahead and take a look at our newly inspired triangular blimp cam, sponsored by,
My triangles?
yeah, sponsored by trigonometry. That thing I learned in school instead of taxes. It looks like Mr. Randall Sheriff putting the muscle move there on Kerry Brooks, but Kerry kind of crossed him over a little bit there. Trying to get his nose back underneath, but Sheriff put him right into the wall, right off of quote-unquote 4. I call it 3. I see 3 turns here, but that's just me.
It's 3 turns.
Yeah. Yeah, they...
A tricky triangle, definitally not a
see,
tricky
iRacing...
oval.
No, I apologize. iRacing says there's 5, so figure that one out. But
Wow, wait, what?
just padding those... Man,
Do they count pit lane as 3 of them?
I have no idea. All I know is I'm pretty sure that this would be a great track for safety rating. Because I don't think anywhere you're going to get 5 turns in 17 seconds on a
Yeah,
rotation.
no kidding.
So
I don't think there's anywhere that you can get that other than Concord. So
Yep. Yeah, these guys are definitely pushing up towards the wall. You see a lot of these guys. Oh, and Miller gets into it. Oh, geez.
oh my goodness, yeah. Pounding the wall, definitely not an ideal strategy for the Street Stock League.
Yeah, he keeps talking about how he's having problems getting his motor to finish a race for him, and I'm like, well, you should try not doing that first, and it probably will work a little bit better. But no, I mean, it's tough racing here, man. These cars are close quarters. They beat, they bang, they bump, they turn like crap half the time. So
Absolutely, yeah.
you know, they're up in the air. They're downforce. What's downforce? They don't know what that is. They're ready to go driving over cars like a monster truck. All the clearance they have and the springy suspension. Some of the tight corners we were actually when we were building the season calendars, when we would run road course practices, you'd get some of those really sharp first gear corners and you'd throw the car in and it would just flip. It'd come up on 2 wheels and just roll over.
It really would, yeah. Trying to find some kind of a road course. It was fun, but also a big struggle.
Yeah, as you
They
see,
definitely had
Kerry
a
Brooks
tendency
looks like he's
to
going for a move on Sheriff there. Sheriff skirted away a little bit. Let's see if I can...
a little bit away right there.
Yeah, where's... Kerry, why do you have such a big number? Silly.
Didn't you give him that number?
It's my number, but shush. I want... Well, if I can... Oh!
Oh, banging right there.
Yeah, Sheriff into the wall pretty hard there. I missed that.
Yeah.
As I was messing with my cameras. Uh-oh. Is he's gonna make it down to the pit road there?
He's got to go into pit lane. I don't know if he's... It looks like he's struggling to even keep it straight. Something might have happened to his right front.
Uh-oh. My cameras are froze. There we go. That wasn't working out for me too well. Alright, I want to go back really quick and take a look at what happened here. Was that assisted or was that... Oh, yeah. He just... Oh, man.
Oh, he got loose right there, but...
No, he didn't get loose, man. I think that is a
oh,
classic
no.
case of the controller disconnect, man.
Oh, no.
That's terrible.
And that is never what you... like, that's just the worst feeling, too.
It is.
When you've got a good line, when you know you're strong, and then equipment failure.
Yep.
It's the worst.
Yeah, no, it's a bummer. I'm not quite sure how long he'll be in the pit road for there. We have to trying to see if he can get himself a better cord.
Either
So
that or some more batteries.
yeah, that's
Thanks, Dylan.
yeah, that was pretty courteous there from all my screens shut off and went black, so I couldn't see anything. Oh man.
Oh no.
Sheriff, that's a bummer. That is a bummer for sure.
Definitely something happened. I was just like, I couldn't tell.
But yeah, I
But
don't
now
know if
we
you,
know.
I don't know if you got a chance to see there how Dylan had let the first group by there. He kind of intelligently dropped to the bottom on the straightaway, actually the front stretch there, and let them all pass him on the outside there. That was a really smart play.
Nice.
So he's definitely showing some oval experience with that, because letting people go on the inside isn't always going to be the answer here as they come so tight to the wall on exit.
Of course.
You know, it's definitely not going to be an automatic just giveaway for sure. But we got a few little battles developing here. It looks like Kyle Foster Moore is coming up on Austin Leach there in the back. Yellow and red cars in the bottom right corner of your screen right now, heading upwards as Dylan is letting some guys go through. Staying nice and wide for everybody. Just got to make sure he keeps it off the wall himself. It's always the tricky part, is keeping it out of the wall yourself when you are trying to run a different line, like you're not attempting to take the corner normally. So everybody's
This tricky triangle has some tricky strategies, that's for sure.
Very well done, though, Dylan. Very well done.
I
Not a
should
single
actually call it
incident.
a tricky pentagon, according to iRacing.
Right,
but
tricky pentagon. There we go. I like it.
Exactly, there we go.
So
Yeah, exactly.
I'm watching, and I don't know if you've noticed, but since Sheriff has unfortunately abruptly left us, that 77 car is really getting close to those front two, isn't he?
He is, absolutely. He is right on the tail of William White right now. William, speaking of, is trying to go for a move on the outside, inside. I can't really tell. He's like fading everywhere right now. Whoa, what a backup. And that almost looked like contact as well.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky from this angle. Let's see if we can get into some chase cam on this and check this out. Nobody else is allowed to wreck while I'm watching these guys. But yeah, this is our Sim Races for Mental Health gang here. Doing a heck of a job. 1, 2, 3, just running it, for lack of a better term.
And it's never a question, week in and week out, that these guys are always putting in the time with Thomas as well. Getting in the time, getting in the practice every week to make sure that they are prepared and understand how to get better. And these guys have always pushed for it. That's why you see them top 3 on your screen.
Yeah, perfect practice prevents bad things, right?
Yeah, I don't think those were the 6 Ps you were mentioning to me earlier, but
Yeah, Coach said it was 5, so it's all good. But yeah, I just noticed too. You see them full throttle all the way through that kink on the backstretch there, the top of the triangle, if you will. So that's pretty neat. You don't see that too often. Oh, Ben Miller into the pits there.
That's
not good.
Well, yeah, I mean, these guys don't necessarily pit, so anytime you pit in street stocks, it's definitely an issue.
Oh, smack the wall.
Looks like
good.
he caught. Looks like he caught some of the apron right before that turn, though, and that's why he got sent up into the wall. So.
Yeah, it's very possible. It's also very unfortunate. Oh, and this is going to be a rough spot for Dylan.
Oh no.
Oh, Dylan washed up the leaders there.
I don't think there's a yellow though, and that's there's no yellow. So we're still going as they get going. So still racing, still under green flag conditions, but a little bit of a scary moment in a couple places.
Yeah, it's getting kind of nuts here. Dylan was on the bottom trying to let those guys go, but he got back in the gas a little bit too quickly, I think, or tried to hold too much speed, and he ran the Harrison halfway up the track there. Luckily, everybody was able to sort it out amongst themselves, and actually nobody changed any positions either, so it was kind of a mulligan there for Dylan, which is good. But it's tough, man. That car really does not want to sit on the bottom on the exit of the corner at all. It wants to progress up to the wall. You know,
no kidding.
And with somebody on your outside, especially somebody faster that you're trying to let go, it can be a little tricky for sure. Oh, William got
No
a heck
question
of a
about it.
run there. He actually just looked like he just bumped into the back of Harrison there. Round of 1 is William Remp tags the wall. Looks like he's going to get put a move on by Kyle Foster Moore on the bottom there. They're going to go too wide across the line, and they've got the leaders coming right up behind them. So
Too wide is definitely not the fastest line. I'm sure you would attest to that, Ben.
no, nope.
Definitely, as the leaders are encroaching that rear view mirror, they're going to have to be aware of it and either get out of the way or fight as much as they can to stay on the lead lap.
Absolutely. I had a request from our chat over here to check on Mr. Austin Leach, so we'll see what he's up to. He's been running a pretty quiet race, sitting in 6th, which is 2 positions up from where he qualified. No drama is good drama, right?
Absolutely.
Looking really good in that Chevelle red stripe paint scheme there, the SS. Beautiful, beautiful ride. Just got to keep it out of the wall and keep it in the gas. I think he's going to do just fine, man. Looking really, really
He is
good.
looking like he is in his own world. He's focused, and that's the most important part. When you're focused.
He is really on, sorry to cut you off there. He really is on an
Oh, you're
island
good.
though, as there's a car behind him. That's Ben Miller, but Ben Miller is, I think, a couple laps down. Yeah, he's 2 laps down. And the car in front of him, Dylan, as well, is also 2 laps down. So that's actually going to be a position battle for Dylan and Ben behind him there. So those 2 are going to be fighting for a position. There goes the pass. Ben Miller around Dylan McIntosh there. And our leaders coming out of the first end of the first corner there up at the top of the track now are going by William Remp, who is letting all 3 go by.
Thank you, sir.
In the kink. So he gets
No worries, mate.
Gets it done nice and clean, and you know, if he can tag along in the back of this group of 4, they might be able to pull him right past Kyle Foster there and help him out big time. So we'll see how this
No
goes.
question.
You see Ben Miller
Yeah, he's
putting the move on
he's
Austin.
just got to keep up with it, you know.
Yep, just stay in that toe and see how it goes.
As little toe as this track will provide, you've definitely got to take every advantage you get. So being behind the leaders can help, but it can also hurt if you can't keep up.
Yeah, I mean, it'll hurt initially when you get let by, I think, but otherwise, it pretty much is a non-effect, unless it's like Indy or something where you get that dirty air and it's a big thing. But like I said, these cars look at downforce like a dog might watch you do a card trick. It's just kind of like, I don't understand that. So
kind of like you playing chess as well, you know?
yeah, definitely like me playing
relatable,
chess.
yeah.
Definitely like me playing chess. Put me on a 5-minute timer the first time I ever had to play it. That was horrible. What does this do? I don't know, but you have 30 seconds. Like, oh, God. Okay. It was a great time. I'm going to stick to racing and not doing chess.
Sean will help eventually. Okay.
I don't think I'm ready for his help.
Either way, though, racing always a good option as well.
All right. Well, we got 2 wide in front of the leaders here. This is going to be interesting. It looks like Dylan's going to back out and let them skedaddle around him, and Kyle is remaining in front of Harrison there. So that was a sticky situation that was avoided by Dylan backing right out of it. So another heads-up drive from him. And Will is running the outside line. That's an interesting line around the Concord, but making it work up there, getting close, running the Dale Earnhardt Jr. line, except for he does that at Daytona. This is a little bit different than Daytona, but
only a tiny bit, right?
Yep. And here goes the lead 3, making an outside move on Kyle. Looks like everybody is going to clear him, and they're all going to stay relatively nice and tight there. It's crazy. These guys are almost just kind of sitting in a group on purpose. You think they're just kind of waiting for a certain amount of laps to go by before they attack or something.
I know, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if they alternate who's in the lead here just to give everybody on the team their bonus points or something. I mean, it's absolutely surgical. It's crazy.
It does look like they're content running in a 3-pack, aren't they?
Yep. Yeah, actually the closest 2 cars are PPK and Brandon Ritchie are 6.7 and 7.9 seconds behind, respectively, 4th and 5th. So they'll be the white car here down in the bottom right corner, and then the Mountain Dew green car right there are your closest competition to our leaders, who disappear when I push that button but are on the bottom of the track.
Almost mesmerizing just watching the 3-pack go.
Yeah.
But watching everyone else on their individual laps, or individual spaces, I should say, as well, just trying to find their groove. You know, it's tough to find a groove on such a tricky configuration like this as well. It's not often you get 3 or rather 5 turns, I guess,
Yeah.
than 4. So.
Yeah, I know darn well iRacing is considering the entrance and exits of the first and last turns to be 2 separate turns, just like they would on a normal oval.
Of course, yeah.
It just seems a bit weird here with the fact that the turns are a little bit less sharp on exit for 1 and 2, and entry for 4 and 5. There, with the addition of 3, pulling them further outstretched. Excuse me, but yeah. Good stuff, man.
Sorry, just had to answer a question over on the truck side.
Hey, to do your job, you silly goose.
Indeed.
How could you?
Indeed.
All right, so we're 52 laps in. Few incidents, no cautions, though. Relatively clean otherwise. Lead
Absolutely.
pack of cars here is catching up to the one and only Mr. Austin Leach, who I believe is going to be fighting Kyle Foster for position here. Kyle seems to have been able to stick with the leaders a little bit better than Will did. Not sure if he's still getting that draft on the straightaways. You think he'd be close enough there, that bright yellow car off the rear end of Kerry Brooks up on the top of your screen now. I'm thinking that he might still have some draft there. Harrison making a late dive there,
Oh,
and he's
boy.
actually going to clear Austin exclusively in that turn, but everybody's going to stay. I'm surprised he didn't take it to the wall there, try to break the draft for a second. Use 3 cars.
But that leaves a battle as well for that yellow car you see coming up right behind the leaders.
Yep,
to try and catch
absolutely.
up. So.
Oh, that is going to be 4 position, as we have the 68 car of Kyle Foster going after the 3 car of Austin Leach. Will go on board chase cam here with Kyle and see if he's got what it takes. He's been kind of on rails here ever since what I'm assuming is an early incident involving the left rear quarter panel of his car. And he's just going to set the bottom here, and it looks like he's going to be able to successfully just kind of roll right on by Austin and take 6th place from him.
The biggest thing, though, is that yellow 68, I think that is, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
68.
68. That yellow 68 was riding in the back of the leader, so he was getting towed a lot. He was able to keep up, and now having that space separated now because of the fight, he's going to have to work his way back up, and he's still having to fend off just a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, I definitely think he's got the pace to hold it. Like I said, I think a lot of his early drama must have been caused by some contact that we missed because we're good at our job.
You made me yawn.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And that's putting him in a position where he was, just trying to catch back up to where his speed could put him, where an incident took from him. So we got Austin bringing it into the pits here. That's an interesting move. I wasn't entirely aware there was anything wrong with his car, but here he is rolling down pit road. That's too bad. He was running a great race. Had just fallen to P7.
Man.
Still up 1 from where he qualified, though, but now he's going to fall, gosh, at least down to at least 9th, possibly 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and there goes William just as we speak, putting the move on Harrison there.
Oh, wow.
And he takes it, and Kerry's trying to keep the nose on the bottom of Harrison as well. Kerry says, wait, I want in on some of that.
So, lead change now late into this race. And Now we've got William, the first time leader of this race. I definitely don't think he's going to be fighting for the most laps led at this point.
Nope, he's
But
just a few.
he might.
No, he's just a few short. We're on 120 laps, and so 60 would have been the halfway point there. So we were close, but that's going to be no cigar. That's going to be Harrison stealing those points.
I think William was just content for a little bit and is now like, I think I want to lead and take over. Maybe even pull away. He's already pulled a little bit of a gap.
Yeah, William's showing some serious strength right now, and I think Kerry's starting to get nervous. He's saying, come on, Harrison. We got to go get him. We can't let him pull away.
Unfortunately, I don't know if a little bump tap is really going to help at this kind of a track with how short these straights are, but you never know. Anything could happen. And Kerry definitely looking like he's anxious to get back up to William.
Yeah, he does not want to let that 43 car get away. He saw that happen last week as William scored all of the points, got away with just about everything legal, maybe some things illegal, just kidding. But no, he took the green flag from the pole and drove away, said goodbye to everybody else and never looked back. So led every single lap, and that was really something. So yeah, I don't know. Ooh. That's a good run by Kerry.
Oh, man.
But that's the setup, though. That's what he wants. He's got the 35 running to the wall. Oh, but Kerry didn't take advantage. He needed to come right up on his bumper there still and stay behind him, but he tried the short angle there and lost the momentum that he gained. He gets a really great run coming out of what I assume is 3 into 4 here. But his exit into 5 wasn't so good, and now he's pushing his stuff. Went off the wall, so he's just got to find his groove here. We'll head back up to our blimp cam here. Very, my goodness. Sorry, very evenly spread out cars right now, though. you almost can't see the group of 3 anymore. It's like everybody's kind of got their own little gap. Looks like Austin did get that 3 machine back out on track. Unfortunately, he is a lap now down behind Dylan McIntosh, so Austin will fall to 10th. And Dylan will look to take another position up from where he qualified into 9th. So good for him.
Yeah, definitely a lot of space everywhere, and Austin's going to have to fight back.
Yep. And he definitely will. I tell you, Ben Miller's been putting it on, really trying to do something there. As you see him put just a very quick and instantaneous move on William Remp there, coming out of 4 and 5 right now to the checkered there. That was pretty cool. See him go by, and they're getting around Brandon Ritchie now. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken there, I think, yeah, that's Kyle Foster running up on Ritchie. Looking to take another position. He wants a top 5, Drew. That Kodak car is on the move. Bright yellow is fast, apparently. So, good for him.
It's so close to the red, right, of Lightning McQueen, you know, the king of speed.
Yeah, something like that.
You got to tell yourself, I am speed.
Now, yeah, so that's Kyle Foster and Brandon Ritchie are a lap down there, so that's them. But, I mean, it darn near looks to me like Kyle's almost got lead pack speed. I mean, he looks like he's catching the leaders. For all intents and purposes.
He really does look like he's
flying.
Gaining a lot of time.
I need to check his lap times here so that I'm not corrected in my own chat by somebody here. So he's running low to mid 18s. And what's Will running? Will's getting some 17s in there, so Will's definitely holding the pace. What about Kerry? Yeah, low to mid 18s. So I think he's definitely on pace. I'm getting some information from chat as well. They're saying that the right front tires are wearing out.
Ooh.
The iRacing spotter is letting them know. Oh, my goodness. And Ben Miller just makes contact with the back end of the leader there as he just puts a bumper to William White. That's not going to be a very popular move. Good
Man,
thing
yeah,
nothing
that's
happened to him. Yeah, be careful there.
for sure. Definitely just a little bit overdriven in terms
Mhm.
of that corner right there. So,
Yep.
understand he wants to try and keep his lap, or at least try and keep as close to the leader as possible, but
Well,
definitely needs to watch out.
they're talking about the worn tires, and Ben Miller's been down in the pits after some contact or
Yeah,
whatever, so
absolutely.
he's got fresher tires, and I think he's looking to try to get by William here, but Williams got a race he's running right now, so he's not necessarily looking to let a lap car just go right on by and make him go up a lane and get caught by Harrison.
Exactly.
And Kerry Brooks has all but fallen off, and we see Kyle Foster trying to put a move on the inside of Brandon Ritchie as well. Brandon shuts the door there, but Ben's Ben's using up his stuff, man. He's really mixing it up between first and second place right now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what these guys are thinking about this right now, but this Harrison is going to put the swing move on him here, try to get back by him on the inside, but you wonder how much these guys can fight back with the worn tires. I mean, sometimes that 20-something lap gap that they'd have or plus is just a hill you can't climb back from. I mean, there's no doubt that Ben
Exactly.
Miller is a fast race car driver, so he can absolutely do as he just hits the wall. As soon as I say that, oh boy.
Oh, man.
Uh,
Caster cursing everybody tonight, aren't
I'm
we?
not casting. I'm race control. I can't cast. I don't know what you speak of. I would never.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You just gotta take it on the chin, Ben.
Yeah. Okay. 86 laps into this 120 lap event here in Concord, somewhere. Um, there's trees, so I think that helps. You'll be able to find us on the map now. We've let you know all of the details you need to find us on the map.
Let me just go ahead and put my pen on there.
Yeah, but just Google Maps, Concord with the trees, and you'll be right here. Yeah, so Kyle Foster has 150% gotten around Brandon Ritchie and is now starting to chase down Kerry Brooks. Won't be for position, but definitely showing some speed there. I almost wonder if Kyle running a slower race in the beginning and saving those tires, you're seeing his ride come to life now, probably because he's got less wear. This is interesting to see a racetrack actually cut the tires up on the street stocks. I don't think we've had a racetrack to do that to their tires yet, so that's adding an interesting dynamic. I'd be really impressed or really interested to see what happens if we did get a caution. I bet we'd see guys come down and get 4 fresh ones.
No kidding. It's definitely uncommon for these street stocks to lose their tire wear, and especially with, the circumstances. I'm sure someone is trying to find that slight edge, and I definitely think you're right. Saving those tires at the beginning, letting it all just let loose and come alive now, is what's being shown. So.
Yep, it definitely shows too. I think the intelligence of
Go ahead,
William
Kyle.
White there. That's audio cue there of Kerry Brooks letting Kyle by. Doesn't really want to hold him off there anymore. He's definitely got some more speed. Kerry's just all but fallen off.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really,
And
really fallen off that group. He's about almost a half a track behind William White now.
Absolutely, and I think a lot of it was the push that he was trying to go for when it came to the fight for P2, right? When he was trying to get back up to William, and that push, we saw him going sideways a lot, or getting loose rather, not even sideways, but even especially on a track that's tearing up your tires, getting loose is going to hurt you a lot more.
Absolutely, but I would like to take a look here if I can run my controls properly. Fight for the lead has been revived, and Harrison has found himself right back on that back bumper of that STP 43 ride. I saw him running some highline there. I don't know if he managed to get some heat out of the tires there, roll some momentum or what, but he's now back in the draft of the 43, and I think he understood what Will was doing early in the race. He's like, I got you now. I'm just going to sit in your draft. let you do the work for me, and then we'll talk later when your tires are more worn out than mine are.
Well, right now, definitely a close battle with less than 30 to go.
Yeah, 22 laps to go at the line there. So definitely winding it down here. I don't have my TV mix this week, Drew. I'm really bummed out about that.
Concord is new, they've only got limited
Yeah,
areas for these cameras, but
absolutely.
still providing some great action right here.
Back to the tire roasting comment we were referencing about how tracks don't usually cut up tires for the street stocks, and old Thomas wanted to add that Phoenix definitely does, and he says, "Ask me how I know." And I think we remember the finale last season. Oh, is it like what, 17% or something like that?
Well, to be fair, I don't think he pit all race either.
No, well, these guys haven't either, but yeah, man, it's crazy. Oh, a little bit of a bump there from Harrison.
Man.
Oh, and he backed right off, though. That scared him. Harrison did not want to do that. That scared him so much. Oh, boy.
We're getting 20 laps to go at this point. So It is definitely a fight, and, a little bit of a Joey Logano action.
Oh, my gosh. Here we go.
Had to throw that in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, maybe Harrison got put in the wall early in the race. We don't know. We don't judge, right? So, but
that's
looks
okay.
like
Denny Hamlin has always been one to push as well. Well, everybody, really, honestly.
People have bumper rule use. You've got some courteous drivers, and you've got some drivers that just don't care. Different personalities makes the world go around. So I'm sure this cursor being in the middle of the screen has bothered just about everybody the entire time. I'm sorry. Man, Harrison is getting into the corners so much faster than William is right now. And I have to wonder, while this whole battle is going on, Kerry's a good 10 seconds back now. He's actually getting run down by Parker, who's only 13 seconds off the leaders now. So I have a battle for third there towards the end of the race as well. But I kind of have my eyes glued on this one right now. I don't really want to look away.
Yeah, no kidding.
See, there he gets that run on the inside. He gets the run, and he's so much faster that he has to check up in the middle of the corner.
He's getting there, though. I mean, he's coming back very strong, and he's already right back up on the tail end.
Yeah, he's doing something here, and Kerry Brooks is all but falling off. He's within 0.8 of a second now of the clutches of Mr. Parker Patrick Kelly. We'll switch over real quick there and see how these guys are doing. I don't want to leave my leaders, but actually just heard a collision there, so I'm going to check blimp cam. Make sure that
maybe
we're
the
good.
wall.
Yeah, possibly. So we've actually got the battle for the leaders crossing the start-finish line in the middle right now, and then you've got Kerry Brooks and Parker Patrick Kelly coming into turn 3 at the very top of the track as well, and it looks like Brandon Ritchie is going to drop off into the pits. That's a bummer. And
side by side on Kerry.
Yeah, Parker takes him nice and clean. Kerry just lets him go.
Oh, but look at the battle for the lead right there.
Oh, Harrison got the loose on the exit.
Back.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Man.
He tried the crossover. He tried the crossover. It just didn't work out for him, and now he's back on the inside, even touching the apron a little bit.
Yeah, we gotta get in on some of this, man. I can't not watch this. I'm sorry. This is great. Oh man, he's got the 43 car blocking low. Gonna try to wind up.
Control. Does the leader still have a right front tire?
Oh man, can't confirm on that one, buddy, but he is still driving. Oh, here comes the crossover. Oh, and he blocks him so low.
Wow,
oh my goodness. Williams is taking it there. I think
I'm pitting.
Oh, Kerry's coming into the pits now too.
Kerry's going into the pits. Oh man, just a little bit of a wiggle. Oh. Look at that. William had to back up.
Oh, Harrison.
William had to back up a little bit. Oh, my God.
Contacted Harrison. Goes through. 8 laps to go.
Like you said, Ben. I mean, the tires. The saving of the tires.
Oh, and Will's dropping in.
Wow.
Will is dropping into the pits.
I'm wondering if the tires are just that bad.
I'm not sure, but... Gosh, you almost think that Harrison could just about coast from here. I mean, there's only 7 laps left. Unless he absolutely thinks that it's going to break, or maybe it's a fuel thing. Do you think it's a fuel issue?
Possibly so. I'm not 100%. I mean,
Let's watch
you'd think
watch the
as well
tack
the
gauge.
tires.
Watch the RPM gauge here on the right side. Does it drop? Yeah, I mean he's off of it for
Drops
a
a
good
little
bit,
bit. Yeah.
he doesn't. I'm trying to tell
It's
if that's
definitely
clutching or not.
interesting. I mean, like, the only thing I can think of is that these drivers are coming in if their tires are close to 20% or lower, I would think, because at that point you're very worried about a puncture.
Yep. Oh, we're
And
gonna
oh
have
my
a spin.
goodness, that's a dive on the inside that's collecting carry, and he goes around.
Oh my gosh. That was. Oh man.
And that's the first caution of the race, coming with 5 laps to go, and there's no question there's going to be a green-white checkered.
Yeah, that's something I want to get. Can I just? I guess I can just hit clear penalties because he doesn't. Yeah, cool. I know. My gosh. All right. Well, we're gonna have to review this one. This is gonna be quite something here towards the end of the race. Just some really hard
Sorry about
racing.
that too. I was hydrating.
Oh man, is that the number 3 of Austin?
Yep. There's a
What
number
a save by the number 77 though.
Yeah.
Locking up the brakes as he's sliding up.
Well, that's actually Ben Miller up there as well with a really good save too. Carey never actually hits
Yeah,
the wall.
absolutely.
My goodness. But as far as ruling his race control goes there, I'd almost have to say no fault on this one. The 3 definitely did make contact, but there was no spin. And then Carey bowling through was just a side effect of that. So I think I'm going to have to go with no fault on this one. Just a racing incident. Very tight racing incident, though, might I add, with gosh,
very close.
5
very
laps
close,
to go.
for sure.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and make the announcement here really quick. All right, driver's caution was caused by contact between the 3 car and the 31 car, and then leads into the 77 car, which initiates the caution. The 3 car pushes into the corner wide, making contact with the left rear quarter panel of the 31 car, putting him into a slide. Slowing both up, the 77 tries to cut underneath, and his right rear quarter gets caught. Trying to pass the 31. A bunch of spinning and saving happens. No real big impacts. We're just going to chalk this one up to a racing incident, being so close to the end of the race, guys. So, race on. Good luck. Kyle Foster Moore is in the lead of this race. How did that happen? Did they must have pit? Oh, nope, it just sorted itself out. My apologies. I don't know why it said that. No, Kyle's getting some tires. I think he's going to try to get out in front of the... Oh, man. Kyle, you better beat this pace car out, buddy. You better go. Go, go, go. Oh, that's not good. That's going to be... Yeah, I think that's going to be Kyle Foster. Getting his lap back there. Or going a lap down, I'm sorry. Right at the end of it. How many laps to green, guys? Oh, it's going right now.
It says get ready now.
All right, man.
Get ready.
Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
I'm going to extend it by 1 so everybody can get lined up here. This is not costing you guys anything in GWCs.
Oh, it's gonna put us behind the pace car again.
On the truck side that there's currently pouring rain into turn 1.
We need it extended again. Extend it, please.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
No, iRacing, you are killing me. This is absolutely terrible.
What's going on with
I got a
iRacing?
black flag as well.
So I have a black flag for passing the pace car now.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green
Holy
this
cow.
time. We are not going green.
Yeah, me, Harrison, and Parker.
Is it just
black flags, I think.
not going? Because it's trying to... Interesting.
All right.
Get it together,
I gotta
iRacing.
let 4 by.
Anybody else have any black flags?
It says to let the 22 by, but I don't know where they are.
His voice chat's just not working.
35 does. All right. Clearing penalties. Any more black flags, anybody?
Where's the 22 car?
P8.
Says I need to let him by.
Well, I'm coming by you now.
Wow, this is...
Green, green, green.
What the hell? Wow.
What exactly happened? But I mean, we're back on a GWC,
Yeah, that's...
so we are green, and this is a fight. Talk
I mean, that
about the
was-
I think I
leaders,
know what
though.
it was. It was to
William
drop
and
to the end
Harrison.
penalty for speeding in the pits, but it was being weird.
Oh, well, you sped in the pits. Okay, now I don't feel bad.
Well, look at that, though. The leaders side by side as they
Nope.
go to the white flag.
Nope, don't let it be too exciting because William White is not on the lead lap. It is all Harrison
Oh,
Ellis.
he's not.
Nope, iRacing
Oh,
has
no.
robbed us of that one. William White is all alone. The only other person that could have
That
done
was so
anything.
anticlimactic.
Yeah, the only other person that could have done something was Parker. Oh my goodness. That is
No.
man.
Good
Well,
win,
then.
Harrison.
What a wrench thrown
Yeah,
into
sorry
all
about
that, huh?
guys. That was just really out of my hands there. The caution came out in the middle of a bunch of people diving into the pits, and it really just kind of threw a wrench in everything. I tried to fix it the best I could, but iRacing was just not having it. So sorry about that, but really good racing otherwise, guys. Really great job. Really fun to watch. And if anybody has any questions or wants to go over anything, please let me know. There's a good game
So
from the
for
2
future
car.
reference, is there a way to turn off optional repairs? That cost me like 2 laps.
You do not have to take them. You should just be able to accelerate out with the optional repairs up and just go.
Alright, I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's too bad because he was going to be right there at the end. That's such a bummer.
Yeah, no
Oh,
kidding.
man.
Still relatively new to the game at the end of the day.
Yeah, man, that's a bummer. We were watching you on the pits there. I was hoping that you would get going. Your left side's dropped, and I was like, oh, well, he can go. And then it just sat there, and I was like, oh, darn it.
Yeah, I had no idea. I probably could have been on the podium.
You would have been the only one that would have had anything for Harrison. Because Parker was the only other one on the lead lap there, and he decided to speed in the pits. So, unfortunately, that was just all the 35 car. I mean, fortunate for him, I should say, which he ran a great race, but no competition at the end, which is a big bummer. So,
I'm still trying to figure out what counts as excessive speeding. Is that staying at 31 a little bit too long, or is it me going up to 33?
You ready for this one? All right. Hey, Parker, what's the speed limit?
It's 30, but real life you get 5 miles an hour.
Well, real life isn't a computer-generated system that's tracking everything that you do. So, I will add, just like in a speeding ticket, 31 miles an hour is speeding in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, just so you know. So if you would like to not get a speeding penalty, my suggestion would be go 30 and not 31.
Yeah, but I'm asking myself, what would Hamlin do? And Hamlin would definitely speed in the pits.
Well, you better get
Is he
about.
fighting-
You better
is he
get to
fighting
Twitter.
this?
You better get to Twitter and tell everybody about it, and then delete it later. So that's what I request of you. No, he's just.
I can post Family Guy memes if you want me to.
That would be fantastic. Please tag me. Oh man. Well,
Is he going to actually blow his engine by doing that burnout?
was or did? That's the question. Because I heard a really loud bang and the car disappeared. So
that was a ghost of Ben Miller's past.
Ben, if you're watching the stream, I am so sorry. That was so funny. Oh, gosh. I said I was going to stop picking on him, too. Gosh darn it. Oh, well. Nobody cussed, either. God, what a boring stream. I mean, what a family-friendly stream.
Good race, everybody. That was wild and fun.
All right, well, let's take a look at the final results here, and I'm trying to wrap my head around this one. Yeah, good driving, Carrie. That was really good stuff, man. That thing was coming apart on you in the end, huh? Just wouldn't turn. All right, so Harrison Ellis gets what I assume is his first win of the season, which is fantastic.
I think so,
Pulled it
yeah.
and then won it, and it really wasn't that simple.
Definitely had a fight.
Mr. PPK bringing it home in P2. William White bringing it home in P3, and those are our only 3 drivers finishing on the lead lap, believe it or not. P4, Will Remp with an absolutely astounding improvement over his qualifying, up 6 positions, qualified 10th, and just kind of had 4th place fall on his lap, as he was the only driver 1 lap down at the end of the race, so it didn't matter how many cars passed him, he was good. Ben Miller starts the barrage of cars 2 laps down in 5th, Kerry Brooks in 6th, and Kyle Foster Moore in 7th after a heartbreaking pit road incident there. He was a little bit unsure of how optional repairs worked, and so through absolute pain and turmoil, he has learned. Now you do not have to take optionals if you don't want to. You just drive away. Really unfortunate, though. Wanted to see what he could do it there at the front. Brandon Ritchie bringing it home. P8, Austin Leach, P9, Dylan McIntosh in P10, and of course Mr. Sheriff with his early race outing there with his technical difficulties, finishing P11th. Very unfortunate, but on we go, Drew. Just like how it is, man.
Indeed. Yep.
So really good stuff. It's a fun bunch. These guys are very respectful. I say as I'm getting pings in Discord already, so this should be fun. But no, overall, I'm always impressed with what Concord can bring, man. It's really good, really good stuff. Let's see.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna check my ping here really
100%
quick.
agree.
Let's see here. Okay. Oh, Ben Miller calling out the safety car, giving him 2 free laps back. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely a little confusing, but I think, if I was to do anything, it would take away from the legitimacy of whatever iRacing did do, which is completely random, apparently. So, as much as I would love to try to go back and unravel the absolute McCluster that this race was, I think we're just going to leave it as is and move on and ask these guys to please not cause any cautions while drivers are pitting and be respectful. No, that was good. Just some hard racing there. I mean, holy cap. Kelly Caps, yeah. Holy cap.
Yes, indeed.
You've got a bar to set for tomorrow night's ARCA race, Drew. 120 laps, 1 caution. Street stocks. Rookie drivers.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
really.
that's
absolutely
really that's absolutely impressive. Where's my scenic camera? Is that scenic? There we go. Okay. Need a nice little backdrop instead of just watching the back of the pace car, blah, 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 and all that crap. But yeah, really good stuff. It was a lot of fun casting with you again, Drew, if that's what we're going to call it, but we're not, because I was race control, so I was not casting, therefore I cannot cast or curse anybody, and therefore nothing is my fault ever, and I am completely absolved of all issues. Right? Oh, I think Drew's working. Well, either way, it was really fun rocking with him, and I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this stream up. So thanks everybody that popped in. I hope you guys all had as much fun as we did, although I don't know if that's possible because, gosh, we have a lot of fun doing this. And since I built the schedule, I can totally tell you without looking. Just hold on a second. Let me give myself a chance to not look at the schedule. Next week, we are going to Southern National Motorsports Park under the lights for 150 laps with the street stock. So it should be fun. Got ARCA tomorrow night in the at Bristol Motor Speedway, which should also be quite a show. And yeah, I think we're gonna get going here, and we'll see you guys either tomorrow, this weekend, or next week, whenever iRacing decides to bless us with more stuff. So until then, we'll talk to you guys all later. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
See ya.